Assalamu alaikum. I hope I'm audible and my screen is visible to everyone. Everyone is welcome here. Thanks for your comments. Thank you. Okay, that's good. I know that many people are joining us today, and this session is specially arranged for the parents and the teachers who are trying to struggle in this pandemic, and they're trying to make their online classes successful and very effective for young children. I have been into this teaching for the past many years, but now I have learned that this pandemic was very much, um, I must say, there was some negative aspects of this pandemic situation, and there are some positive aspects as well. Now we can give our children lots of material from the web. We can get access to the teachers which were not available to them before. It's like everyone is there in front of your laptop or computer screen or mobile phone even. So in today's session, we are going to discuss that what are the important aspects of this preschool level when you are teaching your children through online systems. Maybe you're homeschooling your children, or maybe you're a teacher. So we will also talk about how you can create a classroom environment at home. How can you get children more and more involved uh, in your study atmosphere at home? What are the challenges of online classes and how you can tackle with those problems? What are the positive aspects and how can you assess your children's progress? I must say that earlier it was a myth that the parents were not able to understand that what is going on in the schools, how they are covering their syllabus, what is important for their children at this age or at that age. But now, because it's an open secret to the parents and teachers that they can use strategies to cover the syllabus in just 2 to 3 months, and it's not important to spend the whole year on these activities, and they can accelerate teaching through different ways. They can use artificial intelligence, they can use lots of different resources to accelerate. So we are going to particularly talk about the strategy we are using in our classrooms, and I know that there are many parents who are here, and I would specifically talk about the classes we are having in the Jolly Phonics Reinforcement Classroom for the children at preschool level. At first, I would like to discuss that what's important at this age, how can you work with them, and what's more important for them. What are the important materials? How can you use them effectively? What is the difference between an effective teaching and an ineffective teaching? Sometimes your child is going to the school for whole year or maybe for 6 months, but your child is unable to understand or identify sounds, blend, or make a relationship between sounds and symbols of the language. So we are going to understand this thing in this scenario, that why it's happening. What is the relationship of methodology with the materials? Then we are also going to discuss the environment, as I have discussed earlier, that how you can create a study environment in your home and why it's important to create a study environment at home, why it's needed at this time. And then discipline. You see that at homes when it's a homeschooling going on, or if you are a mother and your child is sitting in front of the computer screen and taking his or her online classroom, sometimes you feel that it's not that much discipline as it was in the classrooms. So for some times you need to make some rules for the discipline as well. So we have got two major groups of children. One is age 2 till 4, 2 plus and 3 plus children come in this group, and the other one is age 4 till age 7. We have got some special materials for children of age 2 till 4. It has got a new Jolly Phonics program, Jolly English. Time to time we will discuss that how we are going to use this program for listening to the sound, speaking activities, comprehension, and lots of letter identification activities. It's important to know that at this age level, age 2 till 4, it's you're not going to teach them how to write on the notebooks, how to make words, how to blend, how to read. At this age level, from 2 till 4, learning ability to learn a language is very high. So we are going to exploit these abilities. You know that when children are getting older at the age of 7 and at the age of 9, their ability to learn a language is decreasing. It's very high at the age of 2. So please note down that sometimes children think that now it's not the right time, they should not overburden children, they should not give them too much pressure, and sometimes the first 3 years of age are lost, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4, and from 4 to 5. These 3 years are crucial for language learning. So it's important to understand that if your child is struggling with something, you are going to help your child, whether you are a teacher or whether you are a mother. We have got two images in front of us. One is of Jolly English and one is of a range of Jolly Phonics program. We have got pupil books, dictionary, workbooks, activity books, sound card, lots of things are in front of us. In online classrooms, sometimes we use materials, books, and sometimes we use PDF materials. Sometimes we switch over to the cartoon series, songs, games, puzzles, matching activities, and some other stuff as well. We switch over different things because we need to get the attention of the children. They have less concentration span, and whenever they are looking into something, after 5 to 10 minutes, they feel that they are bored. They want to change the thing. This is very normal. It happens in the classroom as well. In the classroom, at first you give them some introduction, you introduce letter sound to them, tell them story, then you come to the writing work, then again you come back to some checking, reinforcement, and quick drills. So in online classroom, it's like this, same like this. Sometimes in online classroom, we have got big groups of children, and sometimes in online classroom, we have small groups of children. Children learn more in groups. Whenever they watch other children blending, sounding, doing some activities and action, they feel thrilled. They feel excited and they started joining in those activities. Sometimes mothers and teachers, they feel that the child is not responding properly, the child is not doing the action, the child is not blending, and whatever. Still, I must say that if the child is not responding properly, still the child is absorbing the language. Just like a sponge. Sponge absorbs moisture, water, any liquid. So the child's brain is absorbing it. If he is not responding at the moment, there could be any problem, there could be any reservation, anything like He could be an attention seeker, or he could be in a bad mood as well. So we are going to talk about those strategies that we can use to get more attention, get them concentrated, and have some rules at home when they are taking online classes. If you have any question regarding materials and methodology, you can ask me now, or otherwise we will take the questions at the end. Sure. Mm. So we have got some materials with us that's pre-planned, that what are going to be the material for your child, what's going to be a methodology. So you are advised not to use extra materials, no any worksheets from internet, no other reading material, other storybooks from library corners, nothing should be given. You need to restrict to the task given only. Why? It must be coming into your mind that why we can use more materials. We should if the teacher is giving us one worksheet, why not go for two worksheets? To some extent you can practice blending, that's allowed, but when you use some other materials, you don't know whether this material is appropriate or not, whether this material has got right quantity of the words, right complexity of the words or not. So it's advised, especially when you are teaching your child through Jolly Phonics methodology, it's advised not to extend that material, but you can always revise, you can always have repetitions with your children. Appraisal. Appraisal is very much important. Whenever your child is attempting something, you need to uh, you need to give them something. It's like just like a carrot and stick rule, that you will get the carrot if you will do this, and you are not going to get the carrot if you are not going to do this. Then come methodology. I have already explained that we have a very clear methodology for all of the activities. For example, if you are introducing a sound for whatever method, for an accelerated method, or you're introducing one letter sound per day, whatever is the reason, whatever is the order or format, you are going to introduce the sound through action, through story, through songs, and some blending tutorials. You can use them. And when you are blending, you are giving the children some words for blending. You are going to restrict to the saying of the sounds only. All the teachers and mothers are advised not to give the complete word to the children. Let them do this. If you would if you would be some thinking that the child is not saying the whole word, so I should give this word. For example, we have this word in front of us, much. Ch. Ch. Mother is trying to blend with the child, teacher is trying to blend with the child, but the child is not saying much. It's okay, there is nothing wrong in this. But if you are saying it ch, much, then this is wrong. Totally wrong. It can make your all of your efforts unsuccessful, because it will help your child in getting into wrong and faulty reading habits. For example, if you are trying to blend this word with with your child, k n, k n, and if the child is not saying can, the child is repeatedly revising the sound k n. He is saying all the sound in isolation. Then still you are not supposed to say the whole word. This is for blending. Don't say the whole word. But when you are doing sounding and dictation activities with your children, you can say the whole word to help them identify the sound in the beginning, middle, or at the end. Now, Again, it's very much important that whether your child is in group 1 or your child is in group 2, you are going to have a study corner in your home. It's not important to have a very lavish corner with lots of gadgets and books and tables. It's okay if you have a modest room. You can get it set on the corner of your bedroom, in the lobby, anywhere in a corner at home, maybe in the terrace even, no problem. But this gives them a sense of importance. They feel that this thing is something important in their life. I must say that uh, I must say that gradually we are we are becoming parents that are more relaxed, more flexible. Sometimes we think that our child is just a baby and it's okay if the child is just lying on the couch and just taking the classroom. If you will take it casually, then your child is going to take it casually as well. So you need to create an environment where your child is supposed to take the class. It's not going to be on the regular area where your child is having lunch or dinner or play area. Anyway, no, a separate place for study. If you can't manage a separate place for study, still you can put the chair or put the table or mat or things at the time of the study to somewhere in the room. Now it's also very much important that what is the difference between school environment and what is the difference between online classes where the child is getting schooling through homeschooling. Sometimes parents feel that it's very much challenging. They are sitting with their children and they are very busy, occupied, and it's difficult for them to manage this time. But trust me, whether your child is getting homeschooling or online classes, or whether your child is going to the regular school, children at this age from 2 till age 7, they are largely dependent on their mothers, whether the child is going to the school or not going to the school. Whenever the child would be going to the school, they would come back home, show you a diary, there would be some homework, some assignments, and there would be some tasks to be done. I have accidentally come to the next slide. Let me go back for some time. Okay, so I was talking about the school and the homeschooling. So it's important to understand that if your child is struggling with reading, you are going to be the one who is going to practice with your child. If your child is not able to write down something, there is problem letter formation. I know that the parents who have got older children in grade 1 or kg, they have experienced this, that they can't be free when your child is in this age, at the age from 2 till 7. Mothers are there to help the children. They're always with them, they're talking to them. The child is getting vocabulary from the mothers, and they learn more from the mother than from anyone else. So, in this pandemic, now parents are more knowledge, they have more information than they had before. They know how to tackle their children, how to create study environment, how to help them. And one of my friend told me that now it's not a secret. Now it's very open. Earlier it was not open, and parents were thinking that the thing that's coming from school, from this thing, this activity, they don't know how to do it, how to manage it. But now everyone is trying to find out different ways to help their children. And I must appreciate women, I must appreciate mothers, that they are trying to help them, they are trying to learn. Earlier they were thinking that it's not for them, it's for the teachers, but now they are very much involved in this learning process. So we know that there is the difference in the environment, but still you are the one who is going to help it out. Again, this thing becomes challenging, that your child is taking an online class. You have got the books in front of you, you are doing some work, but sometimes the classes are missed, sometimes your child is not able to concentrate, sometimes your child is not submitting homework and doing assignments, and sometimes the child is not able to do anything because the teacher is not in front of the child, but is not able to physically help the child. So it all comes to the parents. We need to understand that learning assessment is not just happening through the worksheets or the books. Your teacher is going to assess you at all times with your actions, with your videos, with your voice notes, with your dictation samples, from everything. The child is being assessed. And after every class, the teacher is going to revise the strategy. So, in the first place, the teacher is giving them knowledge and trying to deliver what she could. Then the knowledge is being applied to the reading, to the sounding, to dictations. When you are sending your assessment, your dictation, or your videos to your teacher, the teacher is going to make a report on the ability, on the achievement, on the development of the sounds. And then, after this analysis, she is going to change her strategies as well. She is going to again do some classification. She might adjust you in some other group, and she might feel that you are doing fine and there is no need to change any strategy. And then after this evaluation, she is likely to have some classes, some revision classes, or some advanced level of the classes. So learning assessment is very much important both for the parents and for the teacher. And learning assessment is not happening after the week or after a month. It happens in every lesson. And in every week, the teacher is going to be positive or negative about the progress. And she is trying to cope up with the group, but still, if you have any learning difficulty, any extra problem, then she might be giving you some extra classes. So now we are going to talk specifically about these two groups of children we have for the classes. Let's have a look at this one, group 1. In group 1, children are expected to know the sounds of letters in correspondence with the letter itself. लेटर की जो शेप है, लेटर की शेप के साथ साउंड की correspondence जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा important है. Then I encourage mothers and teachers to talk about lots of other things in the classroom. Talk about stories, talk about birds, their voices, their sounds, and then comes letter formation. At this age, children are not expected to write on the notebooks, on the lines, and show some very fancy letters written on the notebooks. At this time, letter writing through fingers, letter writing on sandpapers, letter writing on mud, letter writing on water bowls is encouraged, so that they could have an idea that how they can turn their fingers round, go up, come down, make tails, and scribble. But it's important to understand that if you are giving your child the pencil when the elders are around and they want to just scribble on the walls, on the papers, then you need to know that the child is holding pencil properly. It's a training, three finger tripod grip. Without three-finger tripod grip, if the child is holding the pencil, it can go wrong, totally wrong. So it's advised not to give them pencil until unless they are able to hold it in tripod grip. Then comes the matter of integration, collaboration, and socializing. It's important to understand that at this age, socializing, making friends, talking to them is important, and you can have lots of other sessions, virtual sessions, and physical sessions. If you can invite children from neighborhood, from cousins, from family, you can invite them to have party, to have some study group together, and you can have them with your children. For group 2, you need to assess them, their sound knowledge, their patterns of letter formation, whether they are able to blend 3 to 4 letter words, or whether they are still struggling with just 2 letters. They can blend 2 letter words or not. Sometimes they are not able. Even within 1 month, they are not able. But it's quite normal. They are getting the knowledge, absorbing the language, and gradually they will accept this idea of blending. Then the knowledge of the tricky words, this whole word, how they are going to decode it, what are the tricky parts in it, and gradually moving towards independent writing and independent reading. Independent reading is solely independent reading by the child, not a single word for the teacher. Teacher is not supposed to read the reader, and the child is modeling or reading after the teacher. Same is the case with independent writing. The teacher can give them some model sentences, but not a single word by the teacher. Everything should come from the student. But if the child is not able to write anything, the child is not able to understand the spellings, it's quite right, it's quite okay. You need to encourage them not to worry about spellings. Relax. Whatever comes into your mind, put them in your paper and just start thinking about your your ideas without worrying too much on the about the spellings. Now, it's another very important aspect. I would like to give you a comparison of Western and Eastern classrooms. Once I had a discussion with some of my foreign fellows, some of foreign teachers, and we were discussing the Japanese model of the schools. In Japanese schools, in most of the schools, children are advised to say something about their teachers in the early morning drills. They promise that they are going to respect the teachers. They promise that they are not going to hurt anyone. They are going to be respectful towards other children. They put the hands on their shoulders and they just say that, I promise, I promise, I promise. We're doing lots of promises. At the end of the day, they clean their classrooms. See in this picture, they clean the classroom, they thank their teacher, they respect them. I can understand that bullying and some other incidents are very normal everywhere, but you see that I appreciate Eastern model of classrooms, because in these models I can understand that our teachers are more authoritative, and we have a different model than Western schools, and I like this model because it's more successful in than Western models. I have seen the results of children. I have seen the results of children, and it's very different. And you see that they have a sense of relationship, sense of discipline, and they have a clear sense of study as well. So we have got some top tips here. I want to give you just 2 minutes to have a look at those tips, then we will discuss them. So, um, in whatever situation, if the child is not attentive, if the child is not concentrated, and if the child is not performing or saying or joining the activity, you need to be patient with them. You need to stay very calm, very calm. Create a schedule and stick with it. So you have a timetable of the classroom, and if the class is not happening, still you have the timetable for self study. You are going to stick to the time. At that time, you are not going to plan anything else. No outing, no uh, taking of the guests, or no shopping or party time. Your schedule should be reasonable, and you should discuss this schedule with the child as well before making it. Then you should tell your child that I'm expecting this from you. And I know that all of the mothers are doing the same thing. So if you could just write your expectations on a piece of paper, put them on the fridge or somewhere on the wall, so that the child has this thing in their mind that I'm going to behave like this, then my mother is going to give me this or that. Otherwise, I won't be getting any appreciation, any approval, or anything else. Okay, we have this question or a response from Sabine. Sabine, I will talk about this. Set clear consequences. So, if you are not going to perform in the classroom or study time, now you are not allowed to go out. You are not allowed to have some games. And the parents should stick to that routine. Be consistent. So you should not change everything all the time. Try to be consistent. Yes, Sabine, you have written something very important for all of us. I must say that it's a normal practice here in the classroom when their teachers are teaching them with this whole word method, when the teachers are giving them full complete words, then they stop bothering to blend. They stop bothering to blend. They just feel it helpful, easier, convenient to just guess the word. Look at the picture, guess the word, or look at the mother to see that which word it could be. They stop bothering their minds for blending. But if your child has made this habit, you need to you need to get it unlearned as quickly as possible. With lots of counseling, you can tell your child this is not the correct way of reading, because in the school or in some other practices where the teacher is not trained through teaching through phonics methodology, synthetic phonics methodology, the teacher is unconsciously teaching the words, the whole words approach. That's why the children are just getting it in their mind that this is the right way to do the reading. You need to tell them that this is the wrong way to do the reading. Right way is to blend. Look at the sound, then blend. Look at the sound, then blend. And if your child is consistent on that bad reading habit, I advise parents to stop sending them to school or academies or tuition centers where they are learning this habit. For 2 to 3 months, they should isolate their children to a certain phonics environment where the child is only getting the right type of instruction. So it's all from my side. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand or unmute yourselves. I would like to take your questions and then we can discuss it further. You can type in the chat box or raise your hand. Yes, Somya, can you please unmute yourself?
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम। मैम एक्चुअली मुझे ना मटेरियल के रिगार्डिंग ही बात करना थी फॉर जॉली इंग्लिश स्टेज 1, मतलब जो ग्रुप 1 है ना उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए। तो उसमें मुझे ये कंफर्म करना था कि जो उन उस मटेरियल के साथ जो एकम्पनिंग लिसनिंग मटेरियल है, वो उसके लिए लाइक अलग से कुछ करना पड़ेगा या उसके साथ ही वो होता है? मुझे क्योंकि वो मैंने मंगवाया है लेकिन उसके साथ ना सीडी नहीं है,
जी सोमिया,
लाइक
ऐसा
लिसनिंग
है
मटेरियल।
ऐसा है कि जो
मैम।
लिसनिंग मटेरियल है ना, इट्स नॉट
यस
फॉर द
मैम।
पेरेंट्स, ठीक है। बेसिकली
ओके।
जो बुक्स आपके पास हैं, इट्स फॉर द पेरेंट्स, बिकॉज यू सी दैट it it takes lots of expertise to use the material. You see, you can't
ओके।
just play the CD and get the children have it. You see, so it's not
ओके।
for the parents. Basically, you know that in Jolly Funny's program, the children who are older than age 4, they get the books and they start working with them. But for this age group, age 2 to 4, we have got the recordings from native speakers so that they get the knowledge, they get the sounds from the native speakers, and only the expert trainers and teachers can use them. Otherwise, you see that if you have got the material, if you don't know how to use it, then it can go wrong, totally wrong. Yes, Ilaf, you can unmute yourself.
अस्सलाम मैम।
Yes, dear.
जी मैम, जिस तरह से आपने कहा कि जो उसकी वीडियो डीवीडीज़ हैं, यानी कि उसकी जो लिसनिंग चीज़ें हैं वो अवेलेबल यानी कि नहीं है पेरेंट्स के लिए, अलाउ नहीं है। तो मैम फिर किस तरह से हम बच्चे को करवाएँ?
जी, इलाफ
उस
ऐसा है कि आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड देयर आर मेनी कंसर्न पेरेंट्स हु वांट टू help the children and who want to have more material with them, but you see that we have a timetable, and I am sending you the timetable, I'm sharing the patterns, I'm telling them some tasks to be done, and I'm all the time playing the sounds for the parents. And I must say that it's not important for you to have the material and use it at this stage. But when I will think that it's appropriate and you can have it, then I might decide to give it to you. Because you see that if you just use it in some other way, that's not effective. And if you play everything and the child is listening to those things that should not be taught at that time, there's a sequence, there's order, there are some other things as well, then it can go wrong.
ओके मैम, एक और क्वेश्चन था कि जो मटीरियल अभी परचेज़ किया है, तो मैम वो कितनी एज के ग्रुप के लिए, बच्चों के लिए ठीक रहेगा?
तैयबा ऐसा है कि we have different types of materials, okay, and the one that are the pupil books are widely used for almost all purposes, all ages, and for everything. And we have got another material that is Jolly English, and it's a very sensitive material. It's not rough and tough, sensitive in the sense of teaching, not in the sense of the material, the physical material, in the sense of teaching. You see that sometimes at this age, age 2 till 3, Your child is just a baby to you, and you don't want to burden your child, and you don't want to give them lots of work, and you see that it's okay if the child is not learning anything. You see, you don't want to send your child to the school even, and if the child is just scribbling on the piece of paper, you're happy with it. But I want to tell you that for language learning, comprehension, absorbing the sounds, accents, and pronunciation, this age is the best one to teach. Any other question?
यस मैम। मैम फिर उसमें इस तरह से है कि लाइक जैसे वो मटेरियल ऑलरेडी है, नोटबुक्स हैं जॉली इंग्लिश की, उसको फिर हम कैसे यूज करेंगे?
Well,
मतलब जिस तरह से रेगुलर बुक्स।
जी.
जी।
Well, you would be getting instructions in every other classroom. You would be getting tasks. You would be getting information as well.
ओके, ठीक है। या फिर उसके साथ कोई टीचर्स गाइड या मतलब जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शंस हैं, वो कोई ऐसा बुकलेट कि जिससे हमें आइडिया हो जाए कि उस बुक को किस तरह से यूज करवाना है?
Well, I can share some tutorials with you, but
ओके।
you see that there is not much in the books. The books are basically for coloring and tracing and looking at the pictures. You see, it's not like just giving them too much at the same time. They would be listening to the audios, practicing the sound, and doing some activities. Okay.
ओके मैम।
Okay. Any other question from anyone else?
यस, अस्सलाम वालेकुम मैम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम जी.
मैम ऐसा है, काइंडली ये गाइड कीजिएगा कि वेरी इनिशियल स्टेज होती है जो बच्चे की ब्लेंड करने की, 3 इयर्स ओल्ड में जब ओल्ड बच्चा जो होता है वो ब्लेंड करता है, जब वो ब एट ठीक है, अब इसको ब्लेंड नहीं कर पा रहा, इसकी कोई ऐसी वेरी इनिशियल जो कोई टेक्निक है, कोई टिप है, वो काइंडली शेयर कर दें।
जी तैयबा, ऐसा है कि जो आइडियली जो है ना 3 से ऊपर ब्लेंडिंग स्टार्ट हो जाती है, ठीक है? उस सूरत में जब आपकी साउंड बहुत ज़्यादा प्योर होती है और जब आपके पास कोई एक्सपर्ट टीचर है, ठीक है? अदरवाइज़ 3 पर ब्लेंडिंग स्टार्ट नहीं होती, 4.2 4.3 पर ब्लेंडिंग स्टार्ट होती है। लेकिन ख़ैर इट्स एविडेंस दैट दे आर डूइंग ब्लेंडिंग एट 3 प्लस इवन। सो इनिशियली जो मैं आपको एडवाइस करूँगी वो 2 लेटर ब्लेंडिंग है। 2 लेटर ब्लेंडिंग में एक होती है फास्ट ब्लेंडिंग, जिसमें होती है जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल एस 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 ए, डू इट लाइक दिस, ट ईट 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 ईट, यू सी, लेट द चाइल्ड डू इट, देन ही वुड स्टार्ट ब्लेंडिंग।
ओके मैम, अगर हम प्यूपिल बुक 1 उसको देखें तो उसमें जो ब्लेंडिंग स्टार्ट हो रही है वो एट एट के बाद वो प्रॉपर वो वर्ड पे चले जाते हैं, तो उसके लिए क्या करना होगा?
If you look at the people book, they are basically for age 4 plus. So it's okay that your child is not blending a 3 to 4 letter word, but it's not. It's okay if you just teach them the sound, like you're teaching them at, e, p, n. After this whole group, you stop there. Okay? आप दूसरे ग्रुप पर ना जाएं, अभी जो आपका सेकंड ग्रुप है, और आप उसी ग्रुप की जो साउंड्स है उनके 2 लेटर्स बना लें, ठीक है? और जो आपके फर्स्ट 15 मिनट्स है लेसन के, हर लेसन से पहले के जो फर्स्ट 15 मिनट्स हैं वो आप ये 2 लेटर ब्लेंडिंग के ऊपर फोकस करें।
ओके मैम, ये लेवल 4 सॉरी जो एज 4 है उसमें हम ऑलमोस्ट आके ये इस ब्लेंडिंग की तरफ जाते हैं। जो 3 इयर्स ओल्ड बच्चे होते हैं उनके लिए जो फिर बुक अगर हम चूज़ करेंगे या फिर ये सिंपल फ्लैश कार्ड्स होंगे, वो क्या मटेरियल होगा जो उनके लिए हमें चूज़ करना होगा?
जो जॉली फोनिक्स का जो मटेरियल है वो माय फर्स्ट लेटर्स एंड साउंड्स है, ठीक है? और इसके अलावा फ्लैश कार्ड्स हैं, और इसके अलावा जो जॉली इंग्लिश मैंने डिवाइस की है, इस वक्त मैं करवा रही हूँ डिफरेंट अपने क्लासरूम में। तो ऐसा है कि आपको शायद आइडिया होगा कि वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड में और बहुत सारे, इसके अलावा मिडल ईस्ट में भी, ईरान एक बहुत बड़ी एग्जांपल है हमारे सामने, एज 5 से पहले उनको प्रॉपर स्कूलिंग शुरू नहीं की जाती, ठीक है? और उसके लिए एडवाइस होता है, ये यही होता है कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आपको उनको उर्दू या इंग्लिश या नंबर्स की कोई भी कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस करवानी है, तो आप के साथ आप उसकी एक्टिविटीज करवाएंगे। स्नैक एक्टिविटीज हैं, गेम एक्टिविटीज हैं, और इसके अलावा आर्ट एक्टिविटीज हैं, you are going to use them with the letters. And if you want to have the book for your playgroup children, then it's not advised to get expensive letters and sound and Jolly English if your budget is low. I still advise that for this purpose, you can use sound books. You can get the sound sheets printed, get them binded, and then you can use them for coloring practice and recognition, but not for lots of blending and sounding practices.
जी clear ma'am, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other question from anyone else?
जी मैम, मैंने ये पूछना था कि जिस तरह से हम बच्चों को जब साउंड बता रहे होते हैं और एक्शन भी प्ले कर रहे होते हैं थ्रू दी हेल्प ऑफ आवर हैंड, तो मैम जब बच्चा जो है वो इंटरेस्ट ले कि मैंने कलर करना है इसको, या मैं बच्चे को हम कैरियंस दें और वो खुद उसे ड्रॉ करना चाहें, तो मैम इसके लिए हम फ्लैश कार्ड्स या अदर कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें मटेरियल यूज़ कर सकते हैं?
Draw the letter, form the letter or the picture?
मैम लेटर्स।
जी, उसके लिए सबसे पहले तो ये है कि एक होते हैं बहुत थिक मोटे क्रेयॉन्स होते हैं, ठीक है? ज़रा मोटे से क्रेयॉन्स होते हैं, यू कैन यूज़ देम इनिशियली। अगर तो आप कॉन्फिडेंट हैं कि योर चाइल्ड वुड बी एबल टू होल्ड द पेंसिल इन द ट्राइपॉड ग्रिप, देन यू कैन गिव योर चाइल्ड पेंसिल, इट्स ओके। देखिए जो लर्निंग के डिफरेंसेस है ना, हर चाइल्ड के डिफरेंसेस हैं। कोई किसी का किसी चीज़ में स्ट्रॉन्ग है, कोई किसी चीज़ में स्ट्रॉन्ग है। इफ योर चाइल्ड कैन होल्ड पेंसिल, इट्स ओके। इफ योर चाइल्ड कैन होल्ड द क्रेयॉन, क्योंकि स्टार्ट में फिंगर ग्रिप होती है, उसके मसल्स इंप्रूव नहीं हुए होते हैं। तो इफ द चाइल्ड वांट्स टू राइट डाउन, इट्स ओके, इट्स ओके, बट डोंट लेट योर चाइल्ड राइट ऑन अ वेरी स्मॉल स्केल। आप उनको बड़े एनलार्ज स्केल पर राइटिंग करवाएं, एनलार्ज पेजेस के ऊपर करवाएं, एनलार्ज ट्रेसिंग होनी चाहिए।
ओके, थैंक यू मैम।
You're welcome. Anything else from anyone? Okay. Dr. Ambreen, you're always welcome. Thank you. I have looked at your chat. And my contact number and email ID is over here. And if you have any questions regarding online classes and materials, anything, you can text me. Inshallah, I will try my best to advise the parents and teachers. It was a lovely time with everyone. Thanks for being there. And inshallah, I'm hopeful that after this session, you would be able to bring some changes in the teachings as well. Because we're all mothers and teachers are trying their best to provide the children the best of the possible opportunities. Thank you so much. Okay, girls. Allah Hafiz.